Today I want to introduce you a new sci-fi movie, Frequencies. Marie, the female lead of the movie, is a genius girl with an IQ of 210, but in the movie, people find that IQ is related to the frequency of the heartbeat. In other words, the higher the heart rate, the higher the IQ. Marie attends a special school. The teachers here are not only responsible for educating children, but also making them research objects. Marie's father is also an authoritative scientist, and he is very worried about his daughter because being smarter is also being more rational. Marie has been as cool as an emotionless machine since she was a child. As for Zach, our male lead, he is the one with the lowest heartbeat rate in this school. He adores Marie, but because their frequencies are too different, the two can't stay together for more than 1 minute, otherwise, something bad will happen. However, these bad things are aimed at Zach. Is it true that even heaven wants to defend genius and eliminate fools? Although I'm a little puzzled, the movie is like that, and Marie uses this as research when Zach always finds a way to appear in front of Marie and tries to end the conversation within 1 minute. Marie is also very curious whether the meeting between her and Zach can break through 1 minute one day, so she starts to see each meeting as an experiment. She watches Zach make a long story as short as possible every time they meet, but Zach always feels the imminent dangers and chooses to leave. As time passes, the two have grown up and become high school students. The only thing that remains unchanged is the time the two meet and Marie's cold look. At the science fair that day, Zach musters up the courage to approach Marie again. Because there isn't much time, Zach can only invite Marie to attend the graduation ceremony and leave in a hurry. At the graduation ceremony, Zach finally has the courage to confess to Marie, but Marie immediately rejects him. After all, because of her IQ, Marie has no feelings for people in recent years, she only sees Zach as an experimental object. Marie has no interest in love. Maybe this is because her heart rate is too high, her IQ is not on the same level as ordinary people. Being too sensible may be a side effect of genius. Hearing Marie's cold answer, Zach is sad but has no time to get entangled with Marie because 1 minute is about to come again. If he doesn't leave, the dangers will come. Since then, Marie has never seen Zach again. As time flies, Marie becomes an adult who hasn't suffered any setbacks, has become colder and always smiles in an affected manner. That night, Marie returns home with nothing to do and expects that her family will surprise her for her birthday, so she immediately adjusts her expression and opens the door pretending to know nothing. Seeing relatives and friends taking pictures and chatting happily, Marie can only be in a daze. At this time, Zach, whom we haven't seen for a long time, appears and makes Marie a little stunned. Zach has grown into a handsome guy. He tells Marie that he has found a way to get along with Marie for a long time. The frequency can be changed. He is no longer an ordinary mediocre student anymore. If Marie wants to continue this research, they can meet at the restaurant the day after. This time, the two meet for more than a minute, although Zach still leaves quickly. At least the 1 minute curse has been broken. The next day, Marie comes as promised. When Zach sits down, Marie can't wait to ask how Zach does it. Zach says the first step to change the frequency is to get in touch. Although I don't understand a lot of words Zach said, but Marie does understand and she is eager to verify it, so she reaches out her hand without hesitation. Zach is so excited because the girl he has a crush on finally has physical contact with him for the first time. Although it sounds like Zach wants to take advantage, as expected, after Zach holds Marie's hand, she feels the changes in her body and seems to understand how emotions are. The two can really get along for more than a minute. At the same time, she feels that Zach is more attractive. Marie feels strange mood swings she has never had before, but at this moment, the whole restaurant suddenly begins to tremble. It seems that holding hands is not enough. Marie already believes Zach. Two of them stand up and kiss. As expected, the restaurant is calm again, then the two of them walk out of the restaurant. There are still no accidents. This date is probably the date that they talk the most. The more Marie sees Zach, the more she likes him. She has never been in love before, so Zach has always loved her. Two people chime in easily and roll up the sheet. Sure enough, smart people never procrastinate in doing things. The relationship between the two quickly warms up. Marie finally realizes that she really likes to care about the feelings of others, but she finds that it has side effects. For example, she finally starts to realize that ordinary people walk and stumble carelessly. If she doesn't pay attention, she will miss the train. As a genius, she has never thought that her life would one day be disrupted by no plan, but Zach calmly welcomes Marie into the lives of ordinary people. Maybe the frequencies of the two are neutralized. Two people finally return to Marie's house. Marie changes to her fake smile before and gives her father a big hug. The father can't adapt to his daughter's changes. Her parents are very anxious because they are still worried about the 1 minute limit for the two, but after 1 minute, the imaginary dangers don't come. The parents finally believe that Zach really helps Marie change. The father is very pleasantly surprised. After all, as a scientist who has studied Marie for so long, he finds nothing has changed. It turns out that Zach has a good buddy, Theo. He has known the secret of Zach's admiration for Marie since he was a child, so he always encourages Zach to boldly contact Marie, even helps Zach to do various experiments to try to get Marie to have more contact with Zach. However, various attempts have failed. Although Zach is rejected on the day of graduation from high school, the two still don't give up doing various experiments. That day, Theo brings back a few bottles of pills. It seems that Zach has become accustomed to being a lab mouse all these years. Theo puts the pills into Zach's water cup and starts the experiment. After drinking a lot of strange medical liquid, just when the two are about to stop talking nonsense, Theo suddenly notices that Zach's heartbeat frequency has changed a bit. The two immediately become energetic. It's strange that Zach doesn't increase the amount of dose, but the frequency change only lasts for a short time. It seems that this has nothing to do with the medicine. The two realize that it's a certain vocabulary that Zach has accidentally said that changes the rate. This is the key to change the frequency. They finally find the solution and begin to research, then make a frequency translator that looks like a mobile phone. The first experiment is at Marie's surprise birthday party. Zach brings the translator to Marie. Whenever he feels the drop in heart rate and wants to continue, he will look at the prompt on the translator that will keep him safe, then he can change the frequency by saying it instantly. Because Marie doesn't understand the meaning of these reverse words, she doesn't care too much. As a result, the conversation between the two really exceeds 1 minute. This is the first successful test. Zach wants more, so they have a second meeting. However, when the time is at its limit, Zach hopes that Marie can fall in love with him, so he read the reverse words according to the words on the translator. As a result, in the first contact between the two, Marie really suddenly falls in love with Zach. Of course, Zach doesn't know this. He only thinks that the change in the frequency allows the two to finally have a chance to contact. However, Marie, her father and her father's assistant are all geniuses and have studied Marie for many years. After making in-depth research on the translator, they find that reserved words actually have the effect of giving orders. To put it plainly, it's like a spell in Chinese mythology. After hearing the spell, people will unconditionally obey the words of the person who casts the spell. Marie suddenly feels shuddering. Is it because her love for Zach is cursed? Her father is also aware of this, then they draw Zach out of the laboratory. Zach has no choice but to find Theo, but unfortunately, Theo has disappeared at this time. What is even more bizarre is that when Zach comes to the dormitory of the two, he is caught by a government official. It turns out the government has known about the translator. This technique of using language frequency to control people's minds existed in ancient times but was lost inexplicably later. Nowadays, it's hard for Zach to accidentally bring this technology back. Of course, the government can't let him go, so they control Zach. Marie, her father and his assistant continue to refine the research. Although he can meet Marie again, Marie is not willing to have any contact with Zach. The leaders of the experiment are Marie, her father and the assistant. Zach is isolated in a separate room. After all, he just discovers the translator by accident and doesn't know anything about it. They can't find Theo, who really understands the secret. Through research, they find that the continuity of such giving orders is not long, but time passes day by day. Marie's feeling towards Zach doesn't change. What exactly is this matter about? Marie finally can't help but sneak into the room where Zach is alone, tells him to give an order so that Marie won't love Zach anymore. How can Zach agree? But Marie is determined that she wants him to do that, so Zach can only compromise. After all, if it isn't true love, this feeling makes him painful, he might as well let go. However, after Zach reluctantly gives the order, she doesn't change her feeling for Zach. What is this situation? Marie can't understand and leaves angrily. At this time, Zach also begins to think about the ins and outs of all this. Finally, he remembers when he was a child and went to play at Theo's house. He ran into Theo's father. Theo's father is a famous and kind pianist. Zach became more confident and mild when playing piano with him. That feeling seems very different now. He finally understands. It wasn't an accident that Theo helped him develop the translator. So he takes control of the guards and successfully escapes from the laboratory, then comes to Theo's father's house. But as soon as he walks in, he notices that there is music playing in the house. Seeing Theo's father's expression, Zach realizes that his guess is true. Theo's father really knows everything. Seeing the question mark on Zach's face, Theo's father calmly takes Zach upstairs and says everything. It turns out that music is the antidote. Theo's family has always kept this secret. In ancient times, some so-called wizards used spells to control people's thoughts, then later it was discovered that music can invalidate spells. But not all music is effective until the appearance of Mozart. The unique melody composed by Mozart can invalidate the spells. Over time, the spells no longer exist, but Theo's family has always kept this secret and still continued until when Theo was born. Theo's father finds that Theo has an extraordinary talent and even studies music codes. He infers the laws of the universe through unique codes. He has been experimenting with his formulas since he was a child. Now he has become like a prophet. He can see the past and the future, even expects that Zach will come to find his father to know the secret that day. Theo even predicts the specific time when all the personnel arrive at his house. He asks his father to tell everyone that there is no need to worry about the frequency translator anymore. The government doesn't need to care about this side effect that can control people's minds. Music is the antidote, and in the process of listening to music, people's heart frequencies are consistent. Zach no longer has to worry about how to get along with Marie, and Marie no longer has to consider if she has a sincere heart for Zach. At the end of the movie, Zach and Marie can finally walk together naturally. It's just that the existence of Theo makes his father shudder. Has he become a spiritual being? The concept is very good, but the combination of some points looks a little strange, but it's okay overall. You should watch it if you have a chance. Alright, this video is over here. See you next time.